Yeah, go ahead and grab it now. Now pick it up a little bit and pull your side to me. Yes, you're good.
It's burning, you guys. It's burning.
No, it's
emergency,
perfect.
emergency.
This is a real. That's
Okay,
perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. I would spin it a little more and get that off to the.
Okay.
The pizza has to cook from heat in 3 different ways at the same time. There's the temperature on the bottom, so that's the hearth. There's a temperature in the air, and then those flames are rolling over the top, and they're gonna broil from the top.
Hey, Hilda here. I bring you experts' experiences and epic adventures to boost your health. My question today to you is, can pizza be a health food? I know that sounds weird, but stick with me. I had a wonderful conversation with my dear friend, Dr. Bill Schindler, the author of Eat Like a Human, and he and I were talking about how foods that we enjoy can be kind of upgraded with excellent nutrients so that they suddenly become a food that's good for us and not junk food any longer. Check out our conversation and the pizza that we made at the Modern Stone Age Kitchen just last month. What is this?
All right, so this is our special this week. Every week we run a different special. It's our Christmas Hawaiian pizza. We have our sourdough crust. We have San Marzano tomatoes, salt, oregano, homemade mozzarella cheese, topped with our homemade home-cured ham, grilled pineapple, apples dusted with a little bit of Vietnamese cinnamon, and then to top it all off, we have our homemade ricotta, and we made it into a ricotta cream with a little bit of almond extract. Come on over here, I want to show you guys some things about this fire that are really important. If you squat down and look up, the top of that's arched.
Yeah.
The pizza has to cook from heat in 3 different ways at the same time. There's the temperature on the bottom, so that's the hearth. There's a temperature in the air, and then those flames are rolling over the top, and they're going to broil from the top. And you have to have a flame going. You have to have all those 3 things kind of hitting at the same time. It took us about 4 hours to get this to get this oven up to temperature early. We started at 12. We started cooking pizzas about 4 o'clock.
And how is this also an ancestral method? I feel like it is somehow. I feel like I've seen this in other parts of the world.
Ovens similar to this
Right, ovens
are
like
all
that?
over the way. And quite often they're round all the way around, and even a lot of today's pizza ovens. The difference between this oven and this is a bread oven that can cook pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
A pizza oven can only cook pizzas, and what's important is there's fire brick all the way around there and underneath, and then there's all sorts of reinforced concrete, and then there's vermiculite insulation around it. So when this gets up to temperature, it'll hold the temperature. So when we bake bread, this gets up to temperature, we rake the fire out, let it cool down to the right, and then we can start loading bread in it. We can do all sorts of things. But tomorrow, right now, this is probably 900 degrees or so. Tomorrow, it'll be 350 degrees still. I put it in there. First thing is, we want to go like this a little bit and make sure it moves.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, and this is sitting there, and it's sitting on the wood. So then we're going to put it in there. And we can do 3 pizzas. Well, we can probably do more. But we do 3 pizzas at a time in here. What you're going to see is, again, it's cooking from the bottom, and then it's cooking from the right a little bit faster than the other pieces because it's closer to the fire. So we're going to grab this thing, and we have to spin it a couple times while it's cooking, or else one side's going to burn and one side's not going to cook. So we can do a couple different ways. This is made and it's nice and round because we can pick one side up and spin it a little bit, or we can take even a bigger one, pull it out to here, and then you can use your fingers and spin it and put it back in. But let me, just because I do it better from this side. And it's kind of like waiting for that first pancake. Like with a pancake, before you got to make sure that the bottom's set before you start messing with it. But look how fast it's.
Wow, yeah. And it doesn't have to have anything underneath it, so it doesn't stick to the brick there or whatever?
Not at all.
Okay.
If I had a hole in that dough and it started leaching out, melted cheese or sauce or something like that, it would stick and we'd be in big trouble. But in Naples, your pizza has to cook in less than 2.5 minutes, or else you're not allowed to call it a pizza. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. And so that means all these temperatures have to be right at the same time. And I remember we built an oven like this in my backyard years ago, and I've used it. We love it. But I remember when I first was trying to learn how to use it, I would sit there and I'd be outside, I'd try to figure out how to make this fire work. And I've been around fire my whole life, and I had to relearn how to deal with fire. And I would sit there and stare at the window to my kitchen, which was right there, and I wished I could make this thing work as good as the oven inside the house. But when I realized how to actually make this work, I realized that oven was trying to replicate what this oven can do, and this is incredibly versatile. We've already done an entire service with the pizzas, and then kind of let this fire go a little bit, so don't pay attention to that black, but when we first start the fire, it soots up with carbon. The entire thing turns black.
Oh.
And when it turns white again, all the carbon is burned off. That means it's at least 700 degrees. So, and we just know kind of what the temperature is by watching how this pizza cooks and how long the fire's been going. And what's nice is as those flames are coming over the top, it reheats the hearth underneath it. So all these, right now this is sucking heat out of the bottom, but here and these other areas are actually getting warmed up. I'm gonna get a thing to, here's some metal, excuse me, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
The thing we gotta remember when we put, that's it.
It's so beautiful. So first you did a little slidey method. Uh-oh, my pizza's not moving.
No, we'll fix it then, let me see it. That's why we do it, because okay, now
heavy,
you're good, you're good.
Okay. I don't know, I really have never done this before. I'm just gonna slide it up.
Perfect.
There we go.
Give me that, and now, because this can also be fuel if we leave it in too long, we're gonna give you the metal one. And actually, you did a really nice job getting that off there.
Thank you. I feel like somehow I need to be like, ah. Doesn't this look like the staff of some important pharaoh or something? Yeah,
Staff of
exactly.
Ra.
Where's Matt Marucco?
I'm gonna grab a little bit to the, go ahead and grab it. Now pick it up a little bit and pull your side to me. Yes, you're good.
It's burning, you guys, it's burning.
No, it's
emergency, emergency.
This is a real, that's
Okay,
perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. I would spin it a little more and get that up to the,
Okay. You get the idea though, right?
yeah, you got it.
He's like, it's everything you
No,
can do.
it's
It's
perfect.
everything you can do not to reach.
No, I'm good. You're good. No, you did a great job.
Hey.
That's how this kind of pizza's supposed to look. A little blistery, just a little bit of char.
Is it pepperoni that you made?
Yep.
Pepperoni and of course the olive oil and the cheese and the tomato sauce. It's gonna be perfect.
I think you might want to spin that one more third just to get that back right
Okay, got
towards
it.
the fire, and then you're about ready to take it out.
It's gonna go too far back. That's okay, I'm just learning.
That's perfect. Yes, that's it. Put that side
Okay.
by the fire.
Is it good like that, you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. My pizza was heavy because I made it an everything one. That's why it's a little challenging to maneuver.
So in Naples, what you would do is you would cook for about 2 minutes, 15 seconds like this, and then right before you're done, you can do this. Right before you're done, you take it and lift it up.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Yeah, and then you get that
That
little bit of
extra
fire, just
boiled.
get
I
that
do
boil
wanna
right on
do
top.
that.
All right.
Do I do it with this guy or another guy?
I will give you this. And then you
This
can,
one is large and in charge. All right.
all right, so go ahead. Hold that up for about 10 seconds, way up high.
Ooh, it is hot in there, I can tell. Ah! I'm fighting with a piece. I was like,
All right,
trying
you
to fish
see,
in it.
it sounds like it might be a little rip.
Okay.
There was a little, no, there you go. Now you go ahead, put it up high and get that pepperoni nice and,
It's a good thing I work out.
all right, let's take a peek at her. Look at that.
It looks so good.
Can you get a picture of me and Hilda real quick? Hold on.
Yay.
All right, I guess.
Who wore it better?
All right, can I show you one other thing that's really cool over here real quick?
Yes, it's a please film this.
This. So we have a stance against and for several things in here. We use absolutely no industrial nut and seed oils. We use no refined sugars whatsoever. And any grains or any process that we're using in here makes food as safe and as nourishing as possible. So if there's grains, it's sourdough. If it's maize, it's nixtamalized and the like. So we do believe that you can still eat all sorts of foods and enjoy those foods. And if you're using a traditional approach to those foods, then you can actually not only be healthy, be a part of a healthy human diet, but you can enjoy them, using all of your senses. So at Christmas time, we're doing a monkey bread. And to leaven the monkey bread, we have to, because it's so rich in butter, and it's heavy, that it actually takes a little bit of extra. We've been refreshing this mother. It's our 4th refresh today. It's refreshed just like a traditional panettone. So I'm going to give it one more tonight, and tomorrow we're actually going to make it.
Wow.
So when you make it, and also to allow it to get its full volume, it usually gets a traditional cross on the top. And that's what you can see the remnants.
And is that just for your family?
No, we're doing orders, and that's part of what we do here.
gosh.
So we're we're trying to make the foods that people eat every day as safe and nourishing as possible. So pizzas and tacos and even some Christmas specials.
I love it.
All right, let's eat.
I feel like it's my birthday and I'm the first one that gets to cut the cake. I gotta put some pressure into it. Nice. This does look lovely.
Let's see how this. We could have cooked a touch. You did a great job. I could have left it in there just a touch longer, but that looks great.
Is it gonna hurt my stomach if it's not cooked all the way? We're wrapping up, but this is so good. We had to have one last little piece of this white pizza. The garlic.
I love the garlic.
So do you ever think I'm putting way too much effort into this food? I should just shortcut it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, every time we talk, and I'm always talking about the process. It's the process is important. It's a sourdough process. Sure, the wheat's important. Sure, the animal that we source is from is important. But the way that we process it makes all the difference. So no, we love putting everything we have into transforming ingredients into the most nourishing form possible, and we love sharing our food with the people that we love.
And you know what I love? Is that, like you said before, it doesn't have to be something out of reach. You can make everyday foods kind of just upgraded in terms of their nutrient content and how they're prepared.
Well, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with pizza if it's made like this. Right? It takes a junk food and turns it into something to be a part of a nourishing diet. There's nothing wrong with bread if it's made with a long, slow, wild fermentation. Cheese, meat, all of it.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for having me today. It's been amazing.
Thank you for being here.
And I'm going to take some pizza to go. Let me know what you thought of this conversation and this experience in the comments below. Click on the notification bell so you can know every time I upload a video, and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Thanks so much. Hasta pronto.